Good morning, children. Welcome back to English class. Last class, I had finished with poem, as you all know, which was the poem Animal Talk. I hope you all might have read the poem and understood the sounds of animals. I had told you to practice also, make note of that. Now, let us start with new lesson today. That is lesson number 5, a visit to fairyland. Okay, now all of you open your textbook. Page number 40. Okay. Page 40. Open your textbook. Now, what is fairyland? Okay. Now, what is fairyland? Where the fairies live. Okay. So now this whole story is something like about the fairyland, where the fairies live, how their environment is, how they will be. So the story is based on that. So as we start reading, I'll explain to you and you'll come to know what is the exact thing. Okay. Now, visit means you're going to see the place. Now, you will be telling during holidays, I visited to a temple and I visited to a nice place. So visit means going and seeing. Okay. Now let us start with the lesson. A visit to fairyland. Now we all are going and seeing how the fairyland is. What all it will be there in fairyland. Okay. Now in this textbook you can see on either side they have put the pictures also. Okay. You keep observing that and this when I'm explaining. Okay. Now let us start. A visit to fairyland. It was a new day. The sun was shining in the sky. So it was a new day means early morning. So every morning is a new day only. The sun was shining in the sky. So early morning, once the sun rises, that is the morning. Once sun sets and moon rises, then that is the evening will be ending and the night will be starting. So that is the end of the daytime. Night time will be starting. So here the sun was shining in the sky means it is the morning time. The birds were singing. So early morning, once you get up early, very early, you can hear the sounds of the birds. What is the sound of the bird called? Chirping. So birds will be making sound, chirping. So that chirping sound will be like a song. So here the birds were singing early morning. The sound of the birds will be like a song. It will be something like a melody. Now here what will happen? Nidhi was in the garden. So who is Nidhi? Here Nidhi is a girl and she was in the garden. Garden means you all will be knowing where plants, nice plants are grown, fancy plants, show plants, all these things, and they will maintain all these plants with the nice, beautiful flowers. Everything will be there. So that is called garden. So here Nidhi was in the garden. So it's morning time, sun is shining in the sky, and you can hear the song of the birds, and Nidhi is in the garden. She looked around and said, how lovely these flowers look. Now what will happen? You can see the picture. That is what I told you. Next to this, on either side, they have put up the picture. See, you can see here. Okay, children, you can see here. See, you can see now Nidhi, this girl is called Nidhi, and around her what is there? Greenery, full plants are there, and flowers also you can see beautiful flowers. So Nidhi, she is looking around and she's telling how lovely these flowers are. Lovely means so beautiful, nice. No, flowers will be very nice. It might be any flowers, but all the flowers will be very beautiful. Suddenly she heard a flutter near her ear. Flutter means hover. What is the meaning of flutter? F-L-U-T-T-E-R. Flutter means hover. H-O-V-E-R. Hover. So what will happen? Something moving around. Okay. Suddenly she heard a flutter near her ear. Some bees or something comes near you. rounding. You can feel that little bit sound and something is moving on. So like that she feels near her ears. Okay. When she turned her head, she saw a little fairy hovering around her head. So something is coming near her ears. What is this I'm feeling? She will turn her head. Once she turns, what she will see? She will see a little fairy. What she will see? A little fairy. She sees a little fairy hovering around her head. Hovering means moving around her head. Near her head, it will be fluttering, moving. Okay. Now, the fairy had tiny wings on her shoulders. Now here, see, fairy is something. It's not that fairy. It is there. It's an imaginary. Okay, it is an imaginary stories. Now you all might have heard fairy tales. The fairy tales are nothing but it is just an imaginary stories. So here also it is an imaginary. Fairy is an imaginary. Angel, what they tell you. So it is just an imaginary. How it will be? The imaginary land. Fairy land is imaginary land. So here what happens? Now Nidhi, she will think the fairy is there. And around her she sees a small fairy moving. Now the fairy had tiny wings. So now fairy here, you all know angel means she'll be having 2 wings and a magic wand. The wand will be star shaped. She will do magic in that. So you all have got one imagination in your mind that fairy means it is like this only. So yes or no? So here also same thing now. Here Nidhi, she will see the fairy, a little fairy moving around her head. And what is happening? The fairy has got 2 wings. She is seeing what and all the fairy is having now. How it is. Fairy means it will be like this. It's something in her mind. It is running there, and she is seeing that. Now here fairy has got 2 tiny wings on her shoulders. Shoulders means here, back of the 2 wings are there. Now here you can see the picture. Here you can see the picture, children. See, you can make out the picture here. 2 wings on the shoulders. Okay, and she could walk and fly. The fairy can walk also as well as fly also because she has got legs as well as she has got 2 wings on her shoulders. So she can do both. And here, how pretty she looks, Nidhi thought. Now seeing that, Nidhi is thinking, oh my God, so pretty she is, so pretty. Pretty means beautiful, good looking. Okay. How pretty she looks. My pretty little fairy, where are you from? Asked Nidhi. Now Nidhi, she asked, oh my pretty fairy, oh my fairy, she's so beautiful, she's very pretty, little fairy, where are you from? Where are you from? Yes, now she's asking, from where you have come, where is your place? So this is where are you from? When you meet anybody or any friends, newly you will meet some friends in school or near your relatives function or something, then you'll ask, where are you from? Where is your house? Where you stay? All these things are the question. Where are you? So here, same thing. Now Nidhi is asking the fairy, where are you from? From where you have come? Where is your place? I am from fairyland, said the fairy. Now fairy, what she will tell? Fairy, she will tell, I am from fairyland. So she will tell, I'm from fairyland. Fairyland, said Nidhi. What is it like? So now when fairy she tell, I'm from fairyland. So Nidhi will think, fairyland, what is that? How it will be? So she wants to know more about that fairyland. How it will be, where it is, what all the things, equipments, whatever, what will be there in that land. Now turn to next page. That is page number 41. It's indeed a beautiful place. Now she will tell, fairy will tell, it's indeed a beautiful place. Would you like to go with me to fairyland? You can see our fairy children and play with them too, said the fairy. Now fairy, she will explain, oh, that place is very nice, very beautiful. Do you want to come with me? You can see their fairy children also are there now. Fairy children means small children also will be there of her age, and they are called fairy children. Okay, and you can play with them, said fairy. Now fairy will tell like this, oh, it's very nice place. You can play with the children. They are fairy children. So you will enjoy if you come. I would love to come with you, but is it very far away? Nidhi asked. Now Nidhi, she will tell, oh, it's so nice. I would like to come. I like to come with you. Now when you go to some nice place, or when you go to your grandmother's house, then they will tell, we'll go here, there, then somewhere, some nice picnic spots, picnic places, trip and all. Then, oh, I like to come. I want to come. It will be very nice. So same way now here, Nidhi is telling, oh, I would like to come. If it is nice, so beautiful, really, I want to see that. But where is it? Is it very far away from the place? Now she's asking that question. Is it near or far? My dear, don't you worry about it. I will take you on my wings and bring you back before sunset, said the fairy. Now, what fairy will tell? Oh, my dear Nidhi, don't worry, don't think of that, whether it is near or far. So, you don't worry about that. I will take you on my wings. On my wings, she will tell, fairy will tell, no, don't worry, I'll take you on my wings. Okay? And bring you back before sunset. That means bring you back before evening, said the fairy. So fairy will tell you, oh, you don't worry at all. I will take you on my wings means flying. She will take her on her shoulder, and with the wings she will fly and go. And before it becomes evening, before the sun sets means evening. So I will bring you back, she will tell. Okay, now the fairy took Nidhi in her arms, telling like that. The fairy, what she will do? She will take in her arms. Arms means this. Okay, she will hold her, and then she opened her wings and flew away through the sky. Very soon they landed in fairyland. She will take in her arms. She will make her sit on her back. You can see the picture, children, here. See? I hope you can see here in the textbook. So you can see where Nidhi is sitting. The fairy is keeping her on her shoulders, and she is flying. Okay, the fairy took Nidhi in her arms, and she will open her wings and flew away through the sky, and she will fly in the sky. Very soon they landed in fairyland. So flying she will go, and very soon they will be in fairyland. Now so happy Nidhi will be there, no? She's very eager to see where is fairyland, how it will be, what all things will be in that. Okay, now once they landed, what they will do? Oh, what a wonderful place, Nidhi said. Nidhi will tell, oh, so nice place this is. She could see sweet smelling flowers everywhere. Now she's seeing nice smell. Sweet smelling means nice smell. Flowers where you feel very nice, very pleasant. For example, jasmine flowers. All these flowers are very sweet smell. Flower everywhere she'll be seeing full of flowers. She could also hear sweet music in the air, and she was able to hear the sweet music means the melody, the music which is very pleasant, very nice. Okay, she is able to hear that also. The fairy children were playing happily. Now she saw the fairy children. Already fairy had told, if you come there, you can play with the fairy children. So she's seeing fairy children were playing happily. They all are playing nicely. There was no school in fairyland. And one more thing she will notice, there's no school at all. In fairyland, no school only. The fairy children did not have to read textbooks and write homework. Now here Nidhi is saying, No textbook, no homework book, nothing is there for them to read and write. So she is very happy. Many of them to read, write, homework, everything, they feel difficult now. Seeing this, she is full happy. Oh, there is no school at all for these children, and there is no textbook to read, no classwork, no homework, nothing is there to write. Oh, so nice, she'll be thinking. They only played, sang, and danced all day. So what they will do in those children? Oh, for whole day they will be just what they'll be doing. They'll be playing. They'll be singing. They'll be dancing. Only all these things they'll be doing whole day. So seeing this, lady was so happy. She was so excited. Okay. Now, okay, children. Now, till here, I'll read once again from starting till this, and then I'll stop this lesson till here. Next class, I'll continue with this lesson, and exercises will finish in next class, okay? For today, again, I'll read from the beginning, I'll read. You just follow, keep the finger on your book, and then follow the reading, okay? And I'll give you a few hard words also. A visit to fairyland. It was a new day. The sun was shining in the sky. The birds were singing. Nidhi was in the garden. So morning, Nidhi, she will be in the garden. What she will see? The sun is shining and she is seeing full garden is very beautiful. She looked around and said, how lovely these flowers look. Suddenly, she heard a flutter near her ear. When she turned her head, she saw a little fairy hovering around her head. The fairy had tiny wings on her shoulder. She could walk and fly. How pretty she looks, Nidhi thought. My pretty little fairy, where are you from? Asked Nidhi. I'm from fairyland, said the fairy. Fairyland, said Nidhi. What is it like? So she's asking, fairyland, what is it? How it is? It's indeed a beautiful place. Would you like to go with me to fairyland? You can see our fairy children and play with them too, said the fairy. She will tell, it's very nice place. You can play with fairy children. You come with me. You want to come? I would love to come with you. But is it very far away? Nidhi asked. Now Nidhi, she will ask, is it very far? I want to come with you. But if it is very far, what to do? My dear, don't you worry about it. I will take you on my wings and bring you back before sunset, said the fairy. So fairy, she will tell you, don't worry about that, whether it is far or near. I will take you on my wings and I'll bring you back before evening. The fairy took Nidhi in her arms. Then she opened her wings and flew away through the sky. Very soon they landed in fairyland. On what a wonderful place, Nidhi said. She could see sweet-smelling flowers everywhere. She could also hear sweet music in the air. The fairy children were playing happily. There was no school in fairyland. The fairy children did not have to read textbooks and write homework. They only played, sang, and danced all day. So till here, I've finished. Next class, I'll continue the chapter, okay? Now I'll give you a few hard words and then I'll give the assignment also. Now you all should remember this story. Till where I have done, you all have to read the lesson. Okay, children? Shining. S-H-I-N-I-N-G. Shining around. A-R O-U-N-T, around. Flutter, F-L-U-T-T-E-R. Flutter. Smelling, S-M-E-L-L-I-N-G. Smelling. Shoulders, S-H-O-U-L-D-E-R-S. Shoulders. Beautiful, B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L. Beautiful. Sunset, S-U-N-S-E-T. Sunset. Fairyland, F-A-I-R-Y. Fairy, L-A-N-D. Fairyland. Okay, now write all this 5 times and practice. Okay, children, practice this 5 times. I'll give you the homework also. Okay, now homework. Learn and write question answers. Third question, fourth question, fifth question. 2 times from lesson 4. Lesson 4. Homework. Okay. Refer classwork. You have got the notes now. It has come in PDF. Lesson 4 is nothing but unity is strength. Okay. Now, three, 4, 5. Okay, 2 times. Okay, children, now I want you all to read this lesson, understand, okay? And you'll be getting the notes. No need to worry, in PDF it comes. I want everyone to complete your classwork then and there when we send the notes in the PDF and bring it for correction on Fridays, okay? Write down neatly, children. In class, you all were writing neatly only. You should only write the notes. Okay, don't ask your parents to write or nothing. I don't want like that. All of you should write neatly, write slowly, even though it is late. Write one lesson or 3, 4 questions also, no problem. But you should only write. By writing only, you'll be learning. Okay, so you should only write slowly, neatly. How much ever it's possible, you should only write. And bring it on Friday for correction, both your classwork as well as homework. Okay, children, now by this, I have finished half of the lesson. Next half, I'll continue in next class so that it will be easy for you to understand. One class itself, if I do whole lesson, it will be difficult for you also because you need to learn the spellings. Learn these spellings neatly, okay? Okay, children, see you in next class. Thank you.